I'm changing some trailer tires. These are pretty heavy duty, not for the big truck, but these are for my Bobcat trailer. 16-inch wheels, and these are like these are like 4,500 pound tires, and they're, what's the size on them? ST 235 85 16. ST stands for special trailer, and they are tougher sidewalls than the LT that is for light truck. Anyway, so that makes them harder to put on. This is my first time using this Harbor Freight machine. You guys have followed me, you know I installed this thing on the floor. I bought it from Harbor Freight and I mounted it on the floor recently. And this is my second tire, and it's done. The first one really gave me a fit because lack of practice with a machine like this, for one thing, and starting out with tires that are like 3 times tougher than what this thing is probably meant to be used for. This little thing down here on the floor, I saw a lot of people on YouTube were using an apparatus like this. There's a bigger one that's built is a little bit tougher than this one, but it's very expensive. It actually costs more than this tire changing thing from Harbor. And so I bought the cheaper version and thought, well, since I don't do tires very often, I'll try that. I cannot make it work as of yet. I'm going to have to practice with that on some softer tires, smaller car tires, and see if I can get the hang of using that thing. But just the regular old tire bars, these are the bars I used on the motorcycle and car tires, and then I used one truck bar, and that made this one, this second one is this one's done. That made this one work a whole lot easier. Also, something going on in the shop. I know most of you guys don't care about small engine machines, but I do. This power rake, I've got all the parts I need to put it back together now. I had to order a lot of stuff and wait for it, so that's another video coming up. So let's set the camera on a tripod, get this thing off, and I'll show how to mount the wheel, because it's got a bigger hole in it than a regular car wheel has. See how big that hole is in the middle there. This centering cone does not come with the Harbor Freight kit, but I bought that separate. It'll work on a car wheel, but not on this big trailer wheel. So let's get started on this. This rubber thing, that goes on there. This little keeper to keep the wheel from spinning that goes in a lug nut hole. I saw some videos on YouTube where people were complaining about this. I'm sure I saw more than one. They cut it off, removed it, put bolts instead, whatever. This thing isn't bothering me. Put my wheel on with the upside up. Center this thing as close to center as I can on that rubber thing. This is the newer style. This is not the, if you go and buy a used one, you're not going to get this. If you get the one that's all red instead of black, it's going to have this little 4-sided, like star-shaped piece that this thing has superseded that. Center this thing best as you can, and then this. There's Acme thread holes in there. Acme threads are those square threads that you see on some things like C-clamps and stuff. Vise, the screw bolt in a bench vise has Acme threads, and then of course the bolt that's inside of here. Screw that down, center it as it's touching this thing, so it's not all crooked and cockeyed, because you want this thing tight. And then you take the bar that comes with the Harbor Freight tool. I haven't been able to use this end of it yet to my satisfaction, but then like I said, I haven't done any car tires with it. Put this inside there, the smaller flat end there. Crank this thing down pretty tight because you're going to be fighting with a tough tire. Now, it might not even be possible or practical to use this on these really tough trailer tires. I don't know. I couldn't do it. Doesn't mean it can't be done. Stick a valve stem in because it's a new wheel, no valve stems. Comes with a bigger adapter on it for bigger holes. I don't need that one. This one has the smaller holes, so that this adapter that's already on there is good. So let me go ahead and put that in, and then get right back on this. Well, I don't know what I recorded and what I didn't because the camera turned itself off. So I lubed the tire up with this mop all the way around on both sides, inside the bead and outside on both sides with this tire lube and mop. And then I put this vice grip in a rag right on the outer edge of this rim to try to hold that in place while I try to get this on there. Use the hook side. We have about 3 inches past where I'm getting a hold of it. Maybe 3 inches is too much. These were not bent before, but they're getting that way now. I don't know if I can get that one in there. Let's see if I can. That wasn't going to last. Keep all your tire irons handy where you can reach them with one arm. Well, there it is. It is a workout, but it is possible to change a super heavy duty 16-inch 8-lug trailer tire on one of these Harbor Freight things, but I don't know how to wind it around with this tool or this one that goes on here and it winds it around. I can't do it with that yet. Maybe I'll learn how. So there you go. All you got to do is air it up now. All right, thanks for watching.